You're watching Court in 4K.
On May 13th, outside a courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee, a 28-year-old white supremacist livestreamer pulled a handgun, opened fire on a black disabled Army veteran, and accidentally shot himself in the arm.
Shot a man after a confrontation in front of a Tennessee courthouse, authorities said. The shooting happened as Dalton Etherly, who goes by Chud the Builder online, and the man were outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, the Tennessee District Attorney General's office said. Both men were taken for medical treatment.
And today, he's sitting in a Montgomery County jail cell on a $1.25 million bond, staring down 4 felony charges, including attempted criminal homicide. So let's talk about him, because the karma here is biblical. First, the persona. Dalton Etherly is 28 years old, born and raised in Clarksville, Tennessee. He started live streaming in 2024 under the name Chud the Builder. The alias is, and we cannot stress this enough, a play on Bob the Builder. A grown man, walking around picking fights with strangers, branded after a children's cartoon construction worker. Already, we're off to a strong start. His content, according to public reporting and his own X profile, consists of walking up to black people in public and hurling racial slurs at them, hoping someone will swing on him so he can stream the fight. He's been documented on video referring to black people as, quote, chimps. He once sprayed a chemical agent at a black man on camera while shouting slurs. He's posted, quote, series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys rioting. The FBI's counterterrorism unit has reportedly interviewed him about his ties to extremist networks. This is what he does for a living, or at least what he tries to do for a living. In April, the streaming platform Kick banned him for recording people without their consent. Let that one breathe for a second. A self-described, quote, free speech patriot, got removed from Kick. Kick, the platform that just about every other streamer uses precisely because it lets you say almost anything. Chud the Builder managed to get kicked off the platform that's basically the Wild West of streaming. He had to migrate to a smaller site called Pump, where his fans launched a meme coin in his name. Yes, there is a cryptocurrency called $CHUD. The grift is fully diversified. Now, fast forward to May 9th, 2026. 4 days before the shooting, Etherly walks into a steakhouse in Nashville. He orders 2 entrees, drinks, appetizers. The bill comes out to $371.55. According to police, he allegedly hurled racial slurs at the staff, refused to pay the bill, and got arrested for theft, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. The free speech patriot couldn't afford his own steak. He posted bond $5,000 and was released. Now, here's the part that makes the next sentence land harder. 4 days after the dine and dash, Etherly was due back in Montgomery County Court, but not for the steakhouse case. He was there to answer for an alleged $3,000 debt to a credit company. $3,000. The most famous racist on social media, who runs a meme coin in his own name, had to show up in person because he allegedly couldn't pay a $3,000 bill. Outside that courthouse, on May 13th at around 1:20 in the afternoon, Etherly got into a confrontation with a 31-year-old man named Joshua Fox. Now we have to slow down here, because Joshua Fox's story deserves to be told straight. Joshua Fox is a United States Army veteran. According to his wife, he is a disabled veteran living with PTSD. He is a black man. He served the country that Chud the Builder spends his days screaming about defending. And on Wednesday, he was the one who actually had to defend himself on the steps of a courthouse from an alleged terrorist with a handgun. According to the police account and surveillance video, Etherly turned into what investigators described as a, quote, bladed stance, and reached into his jacket pocket. There was a physical altercation. Etherly drew the firearm and pulled the trigger. Multiple times. Joshua Fox was struck in the stomach and the shoulder. Surveillance video also captured a ricocheting bullet hitting nearby walls, meaning there were bystanders standing in the line of fire of a man who has spent years building a brand on dehumanizing people who look like the man he just shot. Both men were transported to the hospital. Fox is reportedly recovering. Etherly sustained a gunshot wound to his own arm. Allegedly, self-inflicted. Let's let that sit. The man who posted on X, quote, I will defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm. Quote, it's cute that people assume that someone who comes up to me threatening my life will walk away with theirs. Drew his weapon and shot himself. The Cosmos heard him. On Friday, May 15th, Etherly appeared before Judge H. Reed Poland III. Prosecutors asked for him to be held with no bond. Judge Poland declined, but set bond at $1.25 million, citing, quote, the fact of how many people were here in the courtyard or at the courthouse and the seriousness of these felonies. Etherly is now charged with attempted criminal homicide, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. For felonies, the kind that don't go away with a tweet. Now, here's where the story keeps getting weirder. Within 48 hours of the shooting, a GiveSendGo fundraiser for Etherly's legal defense crossed $130,000. His $CHUD meme coin saw a price spike. The economy of cruelty working as designed. Meanwhile, Joshua Fox's wife launched a GoFundMe to help with her husband's medical bills. As of this recording, that fund has raised over $187,000. So at least the math is right somewhere. Here is what is on the calendar. Etherly has a full bond hearing scheduled for May 21st. His preliminary hearing is set for May 26th. We will be covering both. This is part 1. There will be a part 2. There will be a part 3. Every motion, every ruling, every word from that courthouse we will be there for. We don't miss. And as for Dalton, Chud the Builder is finally inside a building he can't leave. The construction is done. The keys are with Judge Poland. And the man who spent 2 years calling other people chimps is now learning what a cage actually feels like. Every case, every charge, every update. We don't miss. Caught in 4K. This report was compiled from court records and reporting by Newsweek, CNN, NBC News, The Washington Post, ABC News, Fox 17, and News Channel 9.